So to understand Bootstrap grid system very clearly, you need to understand how it works and the way in which it is designed. So I think if you understand Excel and I mean each cell or these are the vertical things are called columns, the horizontal ones are called rows. So what the people at Bootstrap or the people who has wrote Bootstrap has done is in the morning you have done classes called columns without any number. So you wrote COL class. So what it did is it created the items in the same fashion. So how many items you are creating, it try to automatically adjust uh, on the row. But now we are going to use the real actual grid system which has numbers in it. So the people at Bootstrap, those who wrote Bootstrap, divided the whole screen or divide the whole space that is available on the page into 12 columns. So you need to understand. So if you can visualize the screen in 12 columns, you will be able to use these. So let me zoom it. Let's say zoom. Okay. Let's keep it. So let's assume this is the screen size till 12 columns, and we will going to work on this. So they divided the screen size into 12 columns. Now you need to understand. So whenever you see a layout, how many columns it fits. Let's take some example. Let's say you want to build a layout which is 50% and 50%. Then the first box will take. 6 columns, then the next box will take the next 6 columns. So this is how the layout is going to look like. Now let's say you want to make something which is 33%. So you have to choose 4 boxes and 4 boxes here and 4 boxes here. So now you can see in the same way, if you want to make 25%, so you have to choose 3 boxes because you have to the 3 is 25% of 12. So again, now let me choose one more. Let's say gray. So you can see that this has been so any screen size is been divided into 12 columns, and if you put the numbers and it will look at those size. So let me start with showing you how it will affect the layout. We'll be getting back to this in some time, but you need to understand that these things will be much more flexible than it look. So again, I'm importing Bootstrap. So I will do the same thing what I did in the morning. I'll just put a box. So to make you visualize what is the each column looking like. Okay, I'm going to give some height to it so that. So let's say. Now I start with a container or a fluid container based on how I want to make the layout. Let me start with container fluid. I want to use the whole space. So I'm putting the whole space. Now I start with a row. Now let me use or build this kind of layout. So you can see this is 6 and this is 6 columns. So all you have to do is div class is equal to call 6. To make it a box, I'm just putting box. So you can see it is filling half of the 6 columns of the available um, space, and again the next 6 columns has been filled by this. So in this way you can keep building as many layouts as possible. Now let's say you want to build uh, the second layout. So you can see 4 4 4. So you can see 4 4. I need one more 4. So you can see the layout has been built. Again, if you are looking at building the toad layout, which is 3 3 3. Okay, now you can see the desired layout has been built. So this is nothing fancier. This is just like very easy classes. You are able to achieve the desired layouts using simple grids. So these are called columns. So here, like if you look from the morning class or the first class, so the only difference that has been here is in the first class you are just using call without any number, so it is auto adjusting. So here you are giving the numbers, and each screen is uh, 12 columns. So you can see if you resize it, so the space will be adjusted in the same way. But in real life scenario, this is not what you want. So in real life scenario, what you want is you want to change the uh, the layout based on based on the screen size. So if you look at it, Bootstrap provides you with 5 screen sizes by default. So if you don't give any prefix, so it's the smallest screen size. So it is built for mobile first. So any class you apply, so it will be applied from small till the end. So and again, like if you remember media queries, that the template I provided, in the same way, these are called breakpoints. So the small breakpoint is at 540. The medium screen size breakpoint is at 720. The large screen size breakpoint is at 760 pixels, and the extra large breakpoint is at 740 pixels. So this is the breakpoints. What breakpoints mean is, if you use these classes, will be applicable greater than this so or yeah, greater than this 578, 576, and MD will be applicable greater than 768, LG will be applicable greater than 992, Excel will be applicable greater than 1200. So these are the container width, max container width. Sorry. So the thing you should remember is, what are the numbers you apply, so it will be applicable from this to the right side of all the things, unless if you want to change it, so you have to provide the next. So any class you apply will be applicable from that breakpoint to all the above breakpoints. So if you want to make the layouts responsive, you have to write multiple classes for the same grid. What I want to show you is, let's say you want to make a layout which has so as soon as you exceed 12, the next column will come down. Let me show you that one also, what I mean by exceeding 12. Let's say you have a row, and if you exceed 12 columns, okay, you can see it's a single column. Now if I write The next column has 8, so it can't put it in 12. It comes down. Let me remove this. So you can see the 8 one here, and if I write one more, which is 5, because it can't fit the 5 beside 8, it comes down. If it is 4, it's in the same uh, line, but if it's 5, it comes. If it's 5, it comes down because it can only fit 12 columns in one row. So you need to remember this. So whenever something is coming down, this might be the reason. Again, you can see you can put as many columns in that row. After it crosses 12, or it was not able to fit uh, uh, fit 12, the next column comes down. So even if it has a smaller column here, it will be after that. So you need to remember this. So with this, let's start creating this kind of layout. Let's say you want a layout which has which occupies two uh, uh, two columns in extra large screens. So let's say I have 6 boxes. I need to create 6 boxes. So this is the kind of layout I'm looking for. Now in the next screen size, let's say I want so 4 boxes. I mean 4 boxes. That means 3. So again, now 2 more are remaining. I'm putting the 2 more down. So total I have 6 boxes. So let me insert one and go here so that you have. Just remove this. I don't know what is happening. Okay, delete all these 3. Okay, so you have 6 boxes on the biggest screen. You want 6 in one row. On the next, you need 4 in one row. The next one, let's say you need 3 per row. So that means you need 4 column for one box. I'm just trying to make you visualize how it is going to look when we finally build it. So that means you need so this is how it's going to look. So like I said, it has 5 screen sizes. So this is extra large, large, medium. So you can look at it. So extra large, large, medium, small, and extra small. Extra small is the mobile one. Now the next size I want 6 6. So let's say I'm going to use different colors here. So this is how the layout is going to look like in the next screen size. Again, so because there are total 6 boxes, this is how they are going to arrange. Okay, and in the smallest screen size, all the boxes would be occupying 12 columns. That means you will have 6 rows. So if you want to build this kind of layout using media queries, and then if you write your own thing, it takes a lot of time, but it's very simple using Bootstrap. I'm going to just achieve this kind of layout in just under a minute. So so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one is okay, let's put that. So let me achieve this layout using this. So whenever you want to design this kind of layout which is looking different in all the screen sizes. So we are starting from here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five kinds of things. Let's start from the bottom. So let's start from the. You should always start if you are using Bootstrap. You start from the bottom screen size. So how is the bottom screen size looking? It's looking like 12 columns. Each box is 12 columns. So I'm going to do the same. So again, I'm just put a container fluid class. And I'm going to start with a row. And you know you need 12 columns. I'm just creating 12 columns. And I know each one should occupy 12. So I'm just creating 12, giving the number 12. So first, let me give the box so that you can see it. So for this, or let's 6 boxes. So let me create 6 boxes required. So you can see this layout has been achieved for the very smallest screen. So that is we applied for this screen, but it is going to be look the same for all screen sizes because all the screen sizes are greater than that screen. Now let's look at the next screen size. Here you need each item to be of 6 columns. So the prefix for small screen is SM. So you need to remember SM is small, MD is medium, LG is large, XL is extra large, and you will use the same classes here to achieve that effect. So in small you need 6 columns for this. So I'm I'm going to put the same here. So call SM6. So as soon as I put this, what happens is you can start seeing the layout is changing because the current screen size is greater than the small screen size. So whatever the layout you put, let me put it the maximum. So you can see now it's 6 columns. As soon as it goes to very extra small, it becomes 12. So you can see the change in the shift. Now you can see the next layout you need 4 columns. So the next one is medium. So as soon as you put those names, it will again start changing. If it's medium screen, which is greater than medium screen, call MD4. So I need again. So this you can see the layout is also already started changing. Now you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the thing. So you can see the layout is changing. Again, the next one you need 3 columns. Next, the prefix is LG. So keep putting that LG. So again, Bootstrap is all about knowing the classes and adding them. So as soon as I use this, you can see that that layout already started changing. Again, if you put 3, 3, 3, you can see you achieved the desired layout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 at the bottom. Okay. Now there is one more layout remaining, which is extra large screen if you want to add it. So that's why whenever you are writing, start with the, because it's a mobile first classes. So whatever the class name you apply, it will be applied from that screen size to all above screen size. So start with the minimum screen size and keep on writing for the next screen sizes. So there is no restriction that you have to write for all. If you don't write for anything above, the below screen size will be applied for all above. So you can stop at MD4, then all LG and Excel will look like MD4, the same layout. So in most of the cases, you might not need to use all 5 classes, but if it's something like this, that the kind of complex layout we made, then you need to use it. So now in extra large, you need 2, so let's put that 2 also. So prefix is called Excel 2. So these numbers you are writing can go from 1 to 12. So any numbers in all screen sizes, you can write from 1 to 12. So that will change the layout. So now the screen size is not extra large, so that's why it's not showing. So yeah, this is the extra screen size. So you can see all above screen size, it will look the same, and these are responsive. As soon as you change it, 1, 2, 3, 4 per row, 3 per row, 2 per row, and 1 per row. So you can see you created a much complex layout just without writing any media queries and all, just by playing around with the classes, and then this works with all screen sizes. So you need to imagine how it will look in these like in all the screen sizes. That's why to keep your thought process clear, you can use in initial days, you can plan like this in Excel, and then you can do it. It becomes very easy because you know that you see the numbers and then you will be able to do it. Now, the next thing, again, all the things are written over here. Now, the next thing you need to understand is okay. So let's look at the next one. So next one we are going to look at is nested grids. So what is nesting? So let's say you need to create some layout which is not possible, or you need to let's say you want to split the screen into a layout, or you are creating some layout which has which you want to split it again, like the grid system. So grid system is by default nesting. So you can in each of the column you can create one more row, and then you can use you can use to create 12 more columns inside it. So what I mean by this is I'm just going to write for only one screen size. Let's say like by the default screen size. So whenever if you create a row, and it will automatically make them, or it will automatically make that container 12 columns. So div class is equal to row. You can start using 12 columns inside it. So let's put them using nesting. Div class is equal to call 6. I'm just creating some complex layout. Now I'm going to put a box here. So div class is equal to box, and just say let me put 1. So this is box number 1. You can see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create uh, so I'm going to create more boxes inside it by just I'm going to split these blocks into 12 more or 6 more things just by putting one more row. So as soon as I put one more row, so you can rest you can nest these columns as many times as possible. So I'm just going to create one more column, and with let's say 4 and 8. Just need to close the div properly and to make sure. So now you can see this thing is nested. So let me give the box to here only so that you can understand it properly. Inside column I created one more row, and this is looking 8. Okay. So instead of height, I say minimum height. Okay. So this is 4. This is 8. So if you want to split it and create one more, you can nest them again. Let me copy this same box so that I can show one more layer of nesting. So you can create as many nested columns as possible if you want. So instead of this time I'm going to make 8 4. Okay, so you see now this 8 one I'm going to split it again. So by creating one more row. So as soon as you create one more row, you will get 12 more columns. Now I can uh, use one more nesting called 6. So this nesting is very powerful if you have like a content which is a multi-level content. So this is one box. This is one box. So to give to me give some padding for it. Padding 1. Yeah, so you can see these things are again nested. So it has they are inside one more box. So you can use all these things to create very complex layouts. How many levels you want, you can nest them in so many levels. With this what you can achieve is you're achieving very complex layouts. So it's like writing boxes inside boxes. So this is the use of nesting. Now if you want to look at other things, so there are more complicated things which you can do. The next thing you are going to look at is called offset. So let's say sometimes what you want to do is you don't want them to start at the starting. You want them to start at somewhere with some space on the left side. That's called offset. So let me show you using a typical case of this. So here these two boxes or or on the left side, but in the, let's say if you want to make them look better, you want them to come to middle. So you want to, what you want to do, you want to push it to one level, or let me do some simple offset so that you can understand what offset will do. So whenever you are doing offset, so offset will push the columns to one more level. So again, I'm start with container fluid. So because I want to use the whole space. So then what I will do is I will create very simple layout with four three columns. So now you can see these are 6. Let me create 3 and 3. Now, if you want to push them by 3 columns, all you have to do is you have to put one class called. So you can see where the offsets. Yeah. You have to put class called offset. If you put offset 3, the first one will be pushed by 3 columns. In the second way, if you want to make this one also offset, if you do this one also offset, it will be pushed by 3 more columns. So you can see you achieved a different kind of layout, or or you can create some other kinds of layouts, like let's say you want 2 to. So you can see I'm creating like layouts based on, like, you can see these are like 2 space and then one box, and then 2 column space, 1 box, which is 2, and again 2 all. So all these kinds of layouts can be achieved using offsets. But the best thing about offsets is simple, the similar way in which you are using like the columns for responsive sizes, you can also use offset for different screen sizes, different offset for different screen sizes. But you need to understand that the same way in which you apply one offset, it is applicable for all the screen sizes above that breakpoint. So here, let's try to, what is my responsive grid? Okay, I'll just copy this and okay. So in this case, for the large screen size, I want to offset it by like this in large screen size. You know, it's offset by if you offset it by 3 columns, so it will come to the center. So the last 2 I'm trying to offset in only large screen size 3 columns. So offset LG, so 3. So you can see it get pushed by 3 columns. So now it's looking much better. As soon as you go to the medium size, this offset will not be applicable because medium is less than large again, and all the things it looks the same. But as soon as you get to large, so these things are coming here. And but the problem that happens is, even when you go to extra large, because that offset you applied is applicable for large and above, in extra large also that it is becoming applicable, and these are getting uh, to the next row. So you need to reset the offset. So I'm just making 0, offset Excel 0. So now you can see in this screen size, it's like this. As soon as it goes again the offset, and in extra large you set it to 0, again it's back to where it is. So you are able to achieve um, multiple or different kind of layout using this now. So you can see how powerful it is with just by adding the class names. You are able to do very complicated layouts, uh, and these all things can be used with uh, one another. That means you can use nesting, and in nesting you can use offsets. In that you can also use um, responsive. So there can be two different responsive like classes for the nested ones. So while with mix and match of all these things, you can create very complicated layouts, whatever you want in the page. So that's why many people start using Bootstrap. So now the final thing which you are going to look at is called ordering. Let's say you are able to achieve the layout, but you want a different order in each uh, in each kind of layout. Let's say you don't want this to be at one, so you want it to be at a different order. So Bootstrap provides you the ordering classes also. The ordering starts from 1 to 12. So in the same way, let's try to with this. So responsive offset, again ordering. Okay, so these are the 6. Let's say you want them to be in a different order for each screen size. You can achieve this just by adding ordering classes. So let's say in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In large, let's say you want a different order. So in large, let's say you want. So all you have to do is order. So order LG. I'm just changing the order to, I'm just reversing the order. So that means 2 would be, so let me start from starting. So I'm just reversing the order. So order LG 6. So we can see it goes to the last 6th position. So it will be applicable for 6 and large and above. So here I'll make it 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. So now you can see it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1 for large and above. As soon as you go to, so there is offset here, so that's why it's coming like this. So it's again from medium, it's the same order. So the offset is coming here because you change the offset. So let me remove the offset. This one, it has offset. So in that, the order will be different. Okay. Okay. Now you can see for large screens and above, so it will be 6, 3, 5, 4, and again now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say In small screens, you need a different order. Let's make them. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make them 3, 1. Say 3. In small and above, then the order would be different. So you can define as many classes as you want. So it's all about defining the classes. Okay, now you can see the order is again changed. So, but if you go to small again, the actual mobile size extra small, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are gone to like a different order. This has become 2, has become 1, because you haven't provided order for this. So if you want to provide order for these, let's make 4 as 5, 5 as 6, and 6 as 4. So using this, you can see you achieved an altogether a different layout. So the ordering is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one is 2. So you can see the first one is 2, 3, 1, 6, 5, 4. Again, as soon as you, here also is the same, but if you change the screen size, it's different. So again, if you go to the much smaller screen size, it's of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 order. So now using responsiveness and ordering, you know you are able to achieve different kinds of layouts altogether. Again, so there are a couple of things which you need to like understand. So let's say it provides you all the background colors also. So all you have to do is to apply the background colors, apply these classes. So if you apply BG primary, it will look blue. So let me apply this. Let's apply for this. So if you apply blue, you can see this will turn blue. In the same way, if you apply BG danger, so again, so these are the patterns you can see you keep on realizing that danger is red. So whenever you want to get a red one, you just have to apply danger. In the same way for this, if I do BG success, so you can understand it's green. Okay. Yeah, you can understand it's green. So using this all the things you can create like the kind of layouts you want to create. And the other thing you can do is colors. The same way background colors, there are colors which are the same. So you just have to use text primary, text like secondary, success. Primary is blue, secondary is dark gray, success is green, danger is red, yellow is warning, and then light blue is info, and the text light is white or text. In the same way, dark text, muted, white. If you want white text, you just have to apply text white. So it will start looking, let's for this 4 and 8, this is 4 and 8 on this and this thing. So if I put text white, it will look white. You can see it look white. So using the colors, you can see the so if you write some paragraphs, so each one will look and this can be used anywhere. So with all the things now, what you have realized is you create a really powerful layouts with nesting, ordering, offsetting, and these are responsive without even writing a single line of CSS code. So that's the power that Grid gives you. All you have to think is think in terms of Excel, how like if you can fit how many cells your box will occupy. So let's say you want 50%, that means you need to know it's 6. So you have to remember the number 12, and with a bit of mathematics you'll be able to create whatever the layouts you want to achieve, uh, just by performing all the operations.